The verse, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَخْشَوْنَ رَبَّهُمْ بِالْغَيْبِ is mentioned with different wordings across the Quran. People who fear their master in the unseen. In fact, in some places Allah will say, خَشْيَ الرَّحْمَنَ بِالْغَيْبِ. People who fear the Lord of mercy when they are by themselves. And if you think about it, it's a little bit odd to say you fear a merciful person. To say that the person fears Allah once thinking about Him being Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, loving, caring, makes you think, why would you fear someone who you see as being loving and merciful? And one of the beautiful things that scholars say here is that knowing that Allah is Ar-Rahman doesn't make them complacent when it comes to His mercy. So even though they know He is all merciful, they don't lean on that and end up abusing it and behaving recklessly. Allah, I know you are Rahman, but you are also Shadidul Iqab. And so when I think of your mercy, it doesn't make me become complacent. But another perspective on this phrase, they fear the Lord of mercy, is that they realize that every good thing they have in their life is only there because of the mercy of Allah. And so if Allah were to remove the mercy, their life would be turned upside down. خَشْيَ الرَّحْمَنَ بِالْغَيْبِ. So they fear Allah, knowing that the absence of His mercy would throw this world into chaos and turmoil. Allahu Akbar. May Allah allow us to appreciate who He is, Jalla wa Ala. And then the verse also teaches us how to be more aware of Allah when we are by ourselves. And that is by thinking of the reward that is on offer. لَهُمْ مَغْفِرَةٌ وَأَجْرٌ كَبِيرٌ. Allah says, for those people, there is number one, forgiveness. And some of the scholars, they say the word maghfiratun is nakira, indefinite, to create a more intense meaning. It's not just forgiveness, it is immense forgiveness. Everything in your past will be wiped away. You don't need to worry about that anymore. And on top of that, ajrun kabir, a reward that is huge, meaning paradise. Because paradise is beyond our imagination in terms of its scale and size. May Allah allow us to walk and enjoy its gardens. Allahumma ameen. And some of the scholars, they say Allah said it this way around. Lahum maghfira wa ajrun kabir. For another beautiful reason. Why forgiveness first and then reward second? They said, imagine on the Day of Judgment, every one of us will be thinking about our mistakes. Will we be picked up on that? Will there be consequences? What I did on that day, will Allah ask me about it? Will I be taken to account for that? And even if somehow nothing was spoken of and you ended up finding yourself in paradise, you would still have a worry in the back of your mind. What about the mistakes I made once upon a time? Am I going to be asked about that one day? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Lahum maghfirah. First of all, those worries you have, you can forget about them. Because I have forgiven you of everything you have done wrong in your life. You don't need to worry about that. And now when you enter my paradise, you will be able to enjoy the reward to its fullest extent. No hesitation, no feeling in the back of your mind, maybe one day I will be asked about this. Allahu Akbar. Lahum maghfiratun wa ajrun kabir. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raise our level so we can be better in private than we are in public. And for those experiencing loneliness, this is a new perspective for you to think about. But ultimately, you may need more help. You may need professional counsel from a clinician or from a scholar or an advisor or a mentor. And there's no shyness, my brothers, in speaking about these issues. We have come to learn of people that we saw as religious, but they have fallen off the radar. Some of them become so sick, they have become suicidal. And you think to yourself, how did you find yourself in this situation? I knew you as a pious, practicing brother. And part of the problem is we become shy to talk about our problems. But we should never be shy in addressing anything that affects our iman. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us from all types of illnesses, spiritual, mental and physical. Allahumma ameen. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار.